Hey everyone, it's Miss Party 4018 and I'm coming at you guys today just to give a few tips on I guess on how you could get started making jewelry and some questions that I get from my subscribers on where I purchase materials and so on and so forth. So I hope this helps somebody out there who's interested in starting their own jewelry business. Um, so I wrote down a list of questions. And first of all, just let me say Happy New Year to everybody. Guys, we made it another year. Thank the Lord. Um, so real quick, I want to jump into this so I do not run out of time. Um, One of the questions that I always get from people is, where do I buy my materials from? I buy the majority of my materials from Hobby Lobby. I love Hobby Lobby. I can spend hours in there looking for stuff just all over. It doesn't even have to be in the craft aisle. I'll be over in the fabric aisle and looking at wall frames, everything. I can spend hours in there. But that's the majority. That's the place where I buy the majority of my stuff is Hobby Lobby. I also go to Michael's and Joann Fabrics. Every now and then, I might Google like crafts and find a craft store online that might have something that I like and purchase it online. But the majority of everything that I make my earrings from is from the craft stores. A lot of people ask, what are my earrings made out of? My earrings are made out of wood, okay? You could go to any craft store and ask, where their wood section is or whatever, and they'll direct you. But yeah, maybe I'm giving away too much information, but that's one of the things I wanted to do this year was if I could just help one person, um, then I don't know. I feel like I was blessed in 2011, and I want to be able to help other people to achieve their goals too. And there's a lady that's on my Facebook, and I love her to death. And I believe you pronounce her name Shawnee. I don't know if it's Shawnee or not, but we're gonna call her Shawnee. But she posted a while back ago. She posted, um, it was just a saying, like a quote, and I believe it said, "Some people come in your life as blessings, and others come in your life as lessons." And that could not be more true. And I feel like in 2011, I really did have a lot of people come in my life as blessings who, just really helped me to achieve certain goals of mine. And then, I had other people come in my life as lessons too. Not necessarily bad lessons, good lessons. People taught me a lot of things this year that I, never knew before. So, like I said, if I can just help one person by doing this video, then, you know, I've achieved something. Okay. So, yeah, I told you guys, Hobby Lobby, Joann Fabrics, Michaels, the majority where I buy all of my stuff from. How did you get started making jewelry? A long time ago, probably like 2 or 3 years ago, I got into crocheting because I hated going to stores buying jewelry because I could never find the type of jewelry that would either match my clothing or my makeup. And, I like to match. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to start crocheting, that way I can crochet my own earrings. And at the time, like crochet earrings were really, really popular, and they still are. But I remember I was like, oh God, those are awesome, wonder if I could make them. And I'm a crafty person. I love, making different things. And so I tried my hands at crocheting. I actually learned how to crochet by watching Teresa's channel. Her name online is TJW1963. I know I've probably mentioned her in like a million of my videos, but I mean, seriously, if you're interested in learning how to crochet, check out her channel. I will put the link down below for you guys to check her out. So that's how I originally got started making jewelry, is because I started crocheting earrings. And then I started crocheting hats and so on and so forth. And then I tried experimenting with beading, but beading just wasn't my thing. It just wasn't. So then I went on to, like I said, I started one day, I was just moping around in Hobby Lobby, and I ran across like the wooden pieces and stuff, and I had them for a long time, never did anything with them, and then one day I was like, I wonder if I can make earrings out of these, and I painted them, and that's how I got started, honestly. So, yeah, another question that people ask is, do they need to take out a loan? to get started. If you're wanting to do jewelry, no. Now, any other type of business, I don't know. Depending on what it is, you might need to. But if you're just going to be making jewelry, I would say honestly, the jewelry business, if you are hand making your own jewelry, it's probably the most inexpensive way to make money. Okay? Because you can literally take $30, $40, go buy a few supplies from the craft store, and make 10, 20, 30 pairs of earrings maybe just by what few little supplies that you do have. Excuse me. Um, so yeah, you definitely do not have to break the bank in order to start making your own jewelry and selling it. Um, but just I guess it also just depends on what you're using to make your jewelry. But for me, it's not very expensive at all. And like I said, you got if you catch, the craft places when they're having sales, that's when you can really rack up on a lot of good deals and get things for a really inexpensive price. Okay, so no, do not take out no loan and all that for no, don't do it. Okay. Other things that you will need, people ask, do you pay taxes? You do have to have a tax ID number and a seller's permit. A tax ID number, you can go on the irs.gov website and actually apply for a tax ID on there. And you could actually go down, I think it's like your local courthouse or whatever it is, downtown, and apply to get your seller's permit. And I think it's like every state is different, but it's like $25, $35, I think, to get your seller's permit. So it's not that expensive and it's not that big of a deal to get. It's very easy. A website. A lot of people ask me also, is it expensive for websites? Do I have to have one professionally made? No, you do not. And that's for a long time. I started making websites, and it was difficult because I'm not a graphic artist. I knew nothing about it. I just knew I wanted it to be pretty. But I stumbled across bigcartel.com, which I will put my link down below. That's who I go through for my website, and they are amazing. They really are. You can start off with just something small if you don't have a lot of inventory. Say you have only maybe 20 pieces of inventory, then you could start out small. And I believe originally it was like 10, maybe $15 a month to get up to 50 products on your page. It's about 10, maybe $15. To get up to 100 items on your website, it is $20 a month. And with that, I mean, they give you the options to let people know when you have sales. It has inventory tracking. It gives you like a breakdown of the people that visit your website, where they linked your website from and stuff. It's just really, really detailed. And like I said, I paid $20 a month using Big Cartel. So definitely check it out if you're wanting to open your own website and put, whatever it is you're selling on there. I would definitely go through Big Cartel because I've been using them for the past like 4 or 5 months now, and I think they're amazing. I've never had any problems with my website or anything. Like I said, they got inventory tracking. You can put, if you want to do discounts and things like that, you can do that. Coupon codes. It's awesome. So yeah, for a website, don't think you have to get one professionally made and spend hundreds of dollars unless you're wanting to do something like that. Now, I mean, as far as like the graphic art, stuff on there, mine is very simple. I just actually have like a picture of my earrings on there. That's it. You could do whatever you want, but I mean, you're kind of limited as far as like adding a bunch of, glitzy, glamorous pictures and stuff like that on there or backgrounds. So if you want to have it professionally made, that's great. But like I said, I didn't have a lot of money to get mine professionally made, so I just went to Big Cartel. And so far, they get 2 thumbs up from me because their website is really good. The last question I get is, where else besides your website did you use to kind of advertise and promote your jewelry? I started out using like MySpace, Craigslist, which I still do use because it's free, just to post, ads on there. So MySpace and Craigslist was first, and then once I got into Facebook, Facebook was like my is now kind of like my first advertising place. And then, of course, well, I'm lying. YouTube is my number one source of advertising and promoting. Um, of course, you can make videos and promote your jewelry whenever you want to. That's why you gotta love YouTube. For people out there who are you know making jewelry or anything else, post videos. I mean, get your jewelry out there. That's like the number one thing is how did you get started and where do you advertise? You guys see my videos. You guys know that a lot of the videos I have is on my jewelry. So yeah, I would definitely use YouTube, and also Facebook. I also, when I go out, I wear my jewelry a lot. So I get a lot of people who stop and ask me. I have business cards that I made up on my own computer, and printed them out on the inkjet printer. I know that might be a little ghetto, but you know what? For somebody again who doesn't have a lot of money to spend, you got to work with what you got. Okay, so, but you can also go to places like Kinko's and get like, I think you can get like 100 or 200 cards for like under $10 or something like that. So, but yeah, as far as advertising, YouTube, Facebook, any type of free networking website, pretty much. Also, I started selling on Etsy a while ago when I started doing my crochet earrings. Etsy, you do have to pay, I believe it's like 20 cents per picture that you put up. And then there's like a little small fee that you pay when you sell an item. But it's nothing outrageous. It's nothing like selling on eBay where you're paying outrageous fees for stuff. Yeah, I would not go back to selling on eBay for nothing in the world. I think their seller fees and stuff like that has just gotten ridiculous. So yeah, Etsy.com. You guys should definitely go there if you want to, start selling your jewelry on there. If you don't want to have your own website, that is another place I would definitely recommend to put your products on there to sell, is Etsy, because it's really, really inexpensive. And I mean, a lot of people are on there, and a lot of people go there to look at jewelry and other things. Um, so yeah, that is what I would say or suggest. Um, I hope this helps somebody out there. Honestly, if you have any more questions, feel free to send me a message or comment. I will be more than happy to answer. Um, like I said, it's not a hard thing to do. You just have to be creative, and find something that works for you. Don't just start. Again, don't just start selling jewelry because girlfriend over here is selling jewelry and she's making good money. So you're like, okay, well, I'm going to do the same thing. Don't do that. Definitely find your own thing to do. If you're into makeup, you can resell makeup if you want to. Um, if you're into candles, you can make candles. That's another thing that I wanted to get into doing, was making candles. But that takes a lot of work. It really does. But another thing I also wanted to do was doing like lotions and body sprays. Again, and you guys, a lot of people say, where do you get your inspirations from? How do you find out about this stuff? Google it. Google is the most amazing thing in the world. So is YouTube. You could probably go on YouTube right now and look up how to make handmade lotions, and it'll tell you. You can literally, okay, take go to your local, you go to Walmart, buy a bottle of lotion, unscented, plain white lotion, and then go to any place where they sell the oils. Put a few drops of oils in the lotion, shake it up, and you have your own scented lotion. You see what I'm saying? It's really that easy. I mean, it's not that easy. There's a few more steps that I'm sure I'm missing in there somewhere, but those are the basics that you guys, you could do. But you could really do anything. Just put your mind to it. Definitely do your research. Um, it's nothing that's really hard, but that is also something I'm kind of in the works of doing, is the scented lotions and body sprays. Um, you could buy that stuff as well at Hobby Lobby. They have a whole section that's like dedicated to like the candles and the lotions and oils and things like that. So you just gotta look. My time is up, so I have to go. But you guys don't forget to rate, subscribe, and comment. If you have any questions, ask. I love you guys. Have a blessed day. Mwah, mwah, mwah. All my subbies, I love you guys so much for sticking with me. Stay blessed, you guys. Bye.